Hey guys, I'm Zach, and I have a problem. Here we have a bunch of lights, fluorescent lights, that are all working, except for one. It's a regular tube style T8 fluorescent light. There's 4 bulbs in each fixture, and one out of a bunch of fixtures doesn't work. We verified that we have power to the light, but the light itself is not lighting. We could try replacing the ballast. We could check the wiring inside of there. The reality of it is there's so many small parts that it's really more time and cost efficient just to replace the whole thing. So that's what we're going to do. Come on in, we'll show you how it's done. Once we've turned off our breaker, we can go ahead and remove the diffuser cover using these 2 friction tabs that just bend down out of the way. Then we can swing the cover down and then lift it off of its hinges. We'll remove the bulbs one by one to get those out of the way. And then we can remove the center cover by squeezing the 2 sides together. We're going to go ahead and remove one access panel just to the side of this light fixture to make things easier to work with. Then we'll use our non-contact voltmeter to make sure there's no current and go ahead and start working on it. We'll go ahead and remove our ground screw, remove both wire nuts, noting the wiring configuration so we can get it put back together properly. We'll remove both wire nuts and then untwist the conductors so they can be pulled out through those knockout holes. It's best if we can methodically unscrew or untwist those wires instead of just ripping them apart. The less you can handle a wire and less you can bend it, the longer it's going to last. Then we're going to loosen the nut on the romex connector just using a flat blade screwdriver and a pair of lineman's pliers to knock that loose. It's proper threads, lefty loosey, righty tighty. And then we'll just loosen that the rest of the way by hand and take it off. At that point we'll do it with both of them, and then we'll be able to just lift those connectors right out of the way. Turning to our new fixture, we'll go ahead and take out the 2 knockout covers because we'll need both of those holes in this case. And then our old fixture, we can just lift it up and out of the way. There are no screws holding it in. It's just gravity fit. So we can hand that down to the ground, and then we're going to set the new one in. Simple as that. We can go ahead and stick our wires back in and tighten the nuts on those. And then we can turn back to our wires. We just want to make sure they're as straight as they can reasonably be. Clip off our old, or rather our new connector that we're not going to be able to use, and go ahead and strip the wires going into the ballast and wire everything up. Neutral to neutral, hot to hot, ground to ground. So in most cases the neutral is always going to be white and the hot is going to be black. In this case, the hot in this case is represented by a red and a black. So we'll have a red and a black from the electric from the building, and then the black that goes to the ballast. We'll give each of the wires and the wire nut a tug just to make sure that they're secured in there, and then tuck everything up. Next we can turn to our ground strap, the bare wire, and just put a little bend in that so it'll catch on to that ground screw, and then tighten it into the ground screw with a nut driver. This one I think is a 1/4 inch drive. We can go and replace our center cover, just again squeezing those 2 sides together and make sure we have all our wires tucked in there so they don't get pinched. Yep, snaps in there nicely, and then we can turn to the bulbs and stick those in one by one. Then we can stick our diffuser back on the hinges and then get it lined up there and snap it into place. That's all for today. Check out the links in the description for some of the tools that we used today. We'll see you next time.